Hey, what's going on, Screen Peekers? There's been a lot happening in this past week in gaming. Fallout is making a comeback, Xbox just doubled down on game preservation, and Sony has developers watching what they say online. Plus, we are counting down the August games we can't wait to play. Let's jump right into it. All right, guys, we're back. I'm your co-host, Nick, and with me today, he spent $2,000 on a flip phone. It's my co-host, Marco. What's going on, man?
It's not a flip, it's a fold, okay? I pre-ordered the new Galaxy Fold 8 Ultra, okay? I've always wanted a fold. Yes, they're expensive, but you know what? I have reasons. My phone just recently, the battery's just not there anymore. And I've been playing so much Marvel Snap. I just need to get to Infinite on a big screen.
It's still a flip phone, man.
Not a flip, it's a fold.
We put so much money in R&D to get rid of flip phones so we can have a seamless phone with a touchscreen. You go to a flip phone.
It's a fold, and they announced titanium carbon plexiglass, and it hides the seam better. Okay, compare it. The seam is you can't see the seams.
Yeah, whatever, man. But you know what, you guys? He does bring up a good point. We have been grinding Marvel Snap, and we need you, the viewers, to join our Screen Peek Alliance. There will be a little pop-up here with the name, and you can just search us up, and yeah, join us. We need you.
Please do.
But on that note, Marco, before we jump into news, what else have you been playing, man?
What else? What else if not just the Marvel Snap?
I mean, aside from ditching me and going to poker night. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He went to do poker night. We couldn't play Rivals.
We don't talk about poker night, okay? Poker night happened. We don't talk about poker night, all right? But besides some poker, I've been playing a lot of Marvel Snap, and I've been grinding a lot of multiplayer games. You and I played a little bit of Fortnite. I have been playing some Fortnite. Rivals as always. I've been playing a lot of the Black Ops 2 PS5 port with some buddies. Okay. I have mixed feelings about it. My buddies love it. They're feeling the nostalgia. I am not feeling the nostalgia. I'm also realizing that I don't know if I'm just old, man, but like it's not what I remember. And I'm also just trash. And when I'm trash at a game, I'm straight up not having a good time in Black Ops 2 Search and Destroy. But I have been negating my single player games lately, and I've been itching to get back into it. So when we get to the August games, there's a couple games on here I think that are going to get me back on track. But the only single player game I've really been playing lately is Replaced. I don't know if you ever picked that up or... that's that like side scroller 2D pixel art.
Oh,
honestly,
yeah.
I feel like it's very Nick coded.
Yeah.
I would have assumed you would have picked that. So
it is Nick coded. Yeah,
it is very Nick coded. So I've been slowly making my way through that game. Honestly, like that game's just not hitting like I thought it was gonna hit. And I'm only 32, but man, when a game just has text nowadays, I'm falling asleep after like 30 minutes, man.
That's what I'm saying. We need some voice acting, man. There are so many talented individuals, talented voice actors out there. Just hire them to read some lines. I mean, I'm playing games to experience, not to read a book. You know what I mean?
And I thought there's gonna be like there's some set pieces in the game, but like they're fewer and farther between. I'm only on like chapter 3. But man, like, dude, I can only play that game in like 20, 30 minute increments. And apparently it's like a 10-hour game. So
okay,
I'm slowly grinding my way through it. But man, it's not what I thought it was going to be. How about you?
Yeah, man. I mean, just like you, just multiplayer games, aside from the Fortnite and Rivals that we've been playing, I've been playing some friend slop games with my other friends. Mecha Chameleon was one where you like hide and then you can draw on yourself, things like that. I'm pretty much wrapped up with PoE, so I know probably the last like 10 or 12 videos that we've done, I've probably mentioned my PoE journey. I think I'm finally done. And I actually yesterday, before going to bed early, I re-downloaded Balatro, which is the roguelike poker. I'm absolutely obsessed with that game, and whenever I play that game, I get my dreams are just jokers and the Balatro soundtrack, and it's like just fused in my dreams. And honestly, such a fantastic game. I'm probably gonna hop back on that game after this in bed, and yeah, just
Marvel Snap and Balatro. That's a recipe for disaster. That is. Forget doom scrolling. You're just glued to your phone.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. You guys let us know in the comments what you all have been playing. We're always interested. Just hearing what you guys are into lately. But yeah, let's jump into it, man. We're gonna start with some news. This piece of news came out, I want to say like towards the end of last week. It is confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas remasters are happening. And boy, am I excited. I mean, I think we were at work when this was announced, and I turned around and I told Marco, I'm like, dude, this is insane. Like, it's I mean, I told you before, man, it's one of my favorite franchises. So this is fantastic news. Marco, have you played Fallout 3 in New Vegas?
No. So I've played Fallout 3 like maybe like 12, 15 hours, which obviously is nowhere near completing the game. And then I never touched New Vegas. I jumped on with like Fallout 4, and I also still haven't beat Fallout 4. There's something about Fallout that never grabbed me as much as the Elder Scrolls. Like, I definitely love, and when I say the Elder Scrolls, I really only played 4 and 5. I didn't play Morrowind, but I don't know. Fallout was just like one of those things where it's like, I know it's good and I know I'll like it, but it doesn't like grab me immediately. But they are on my list to beat. But now I think I'll just hold off until these remasters come, and I'll finally sit down and fully give those games the attention that they deserve.
Yeah, and with the remaster, I hope they include all of the DLCs, because Fallout 3 has some of the best Fallout DLCs in my opinion. So, I mean, man, you would, I know you'll enjoy it, because I know you enjoy a good, meaty single player game like Mass Effect and games like that. I think you would really, really enjoy it. But
yeah, and I think we're going to get them in rapid succession. So
please,
I think Fallout 3 is very likely next year. I assume New Vegas will be, because they're co-developing it. I forget the name of the other team now, but they're co-developing it. So I think by 2028 you'll probably get New Vegas. And then the other piece of news is Obsidian also working on a spin-off standalone Fallout title yet to be named. There's a lot of rumor, speculation of what city. Could it be a New Vegas 2? Could it be in some other city like a Seattle or somewhere in the Midwest? Or, I've seen every type of city thrown out there. And then lastly, Fallout 5 also announced. So Xbox, Microsoft, studio, leadership really just kind of doubling down on their biggest intellectual property. How'd you feel about all this Fallout news coming at once? Pretty much 4 games to look forward to.
I'm a happy camper, man. I'm thinking, we talked a little bit about this during the pre-show Fallout spinoff. I really hope, speculation is like it's going to be a smaller game. Honestly, I'm okay if they don't do a full-fledged RPG and they try something different in the Fallout universe, a la Gears Tactics, right? Like something like that, but in the Fallout universe, I think could be cool. Obviously, they've done different genres within Fallout universe, like the Fallout the mobile game Shelter, yeah, which honestly when that first came out, I did enjoy that a lot. And then
it's a super popular game. I think it's still decently popular.
Yeah, I think so. maybe another mobile game for us to dive into, man.
I do think no. I thought I was capped at 1. Right now I'm playing 2 because I'm also playing in a Pokemon TCG Pocket. I'm capped at 2 mobile games. I can't. I quite literally yesterday, in anticipation of my new phone, deleted every game that I intended to play on mobile. I deleted Hearthstone, which I never downloaded or never actually played. Everything. Two mobile games.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. You said you might download Magic Arena so you can learn Magic and we can play Commander.
One's got to go. Either TCG Pocket or Marvel Snap has to go. I can't do three mobile games. So die inside, as will my wallet.
Yeah.
But I do think Obsidian Fallout, I'm assuming it's gonna be, an Avowed or Outer Worlds sized RPG, like somewhere in the 30 to 50 hour range, which I'm totally fine with. Like honestly, that's my preferred size of RPG. Maybe that's a hot take, but more than 50 hours, I think it just becomes too much. Like, give me a tighter story, tight gameplay, good story within that's done in 50 hours, maybe a DLC here and there, but that's it. So I'm actually probably more excited for an Obsidian Fallout than, waiting another 10, 11 years for Fallout 5 when that probably comes out in like 2035, 2036,
Yeah, I mean, you bring up a good point, though. Like, Fallout New Vegas, I just looked it up. To beat the main story, right, without taking on side quests and things like that, just the main story is 27 hours. If you were to complete, the side quests, it would probably take you on average 60 hours, and then fully completing the game with the DLCs would be well over 140 hours. I mean, that's pretty solid. I just hope for more like branching gameplay and like replayability. I mean, when I played New Vegas or played Fallout 3 or even Fallout 4, I've played through them multiple times, even like modded playthroughs like for Fallout 4. And I did something different in each playthrough, and I can't say any playthrough is similar to each other. So, I hope that's something that's in the works.
Yeah, I think the big question with all these, again, we always go back to the Asha Sharma new leadership, make Gears console exclusive. I think that's the big discussion is, could we see that these would be Xbox and PC exclusive and not come to PlayStation? I think right now my prediction is lending towards yes. Like I forgot who said it. Maybe it wasn't Matt Booty, but they kind of said like kind of look at any form of media, right? Music, movies, Hollywood studios, like everything has exclusive content, and I think I think Xbox is gonna follow that trajectory. Whether it will work and save the brand and the system is yet to be seen, but I think right now, like the new direction of Xbox, whereas under Phil's administration was like, go make the game you want and round out and fill out Game Pass. I think the new marching orders are less focused on Game Pass. Actually, they want to probably diminish the value of Game Pass, and we could see the day where these things aren't day one on Game Pass. A, to bring the price of Game Pass down, and B, like these games cost a lot of money to make, especially like a Fallout. Like there's been a lot of news articles and talks. Jason Schreier interviewed a bunch of people within Xbox. Other podcasts have happened, and kind of some of the sayings that I've seen and read is like leadership has always felt like Game Pass has diminished the value of their games, which I could see an argument for. So yeah, I think right now marching orders is like focus on the absolute biggest franchises that we own and possibly slap that exclusive label on it for, I mean, exclusive to Microsoft again always is going to mean Xbox and PC. It's basically just not Nintendo and not Sony PlayStation.
Yeah, no, definitely. And on that note, Marco, talking about Xbox, did want to talk about some exciting news that I think you're super excited for. I think you said you already downloaded one of these games. Xbox has announced a new Xbox backward compatibility for PC program, which will let gamers play a selection of classic Xbox titles, right? On obviously your Xbox, on PCs and handhelds, right? Including the is it the Ally X?
The oh my gosh, Lenovo Legion and the ROG Ally.
Yeah, the ROG Ally. Yeah, those two. And I think this is wonderful news, right? I mean, it's part of that preservation of older games, which I don't think anyone would complain about. Like, yes, like they might be removing physical copies. That we're not going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the efforts that they're putting in to really preserve some of these titles, and the 4 titles that they're starting with are Blinks, the Time Sweeper, Conquer Live and Reloaded, Crimson Skies, and my personal favorite, what I'm personally excited for, is Fusion Frenzy. Had so much fun playing Fusion Frenzy back in the day when I was younger. Obviously, super excited for Conquer Live and Reloaded. But yeah, overall, I think this is a great step forward. Marco, what are your thoughts?
Oh. Yeah, so the Xbox consoles, since 360, Xbox One, and Series X and S, they've had original Xbox backwards compatibility. Not the full library, but a decent number of titles. Like you could go back and play KOTOR and Jade Empire and stuff like that. But I do think this is the first time it's coming to the PC architecture. Outside of I don't know if emulation. I've never emulated a game before, but maybe those have existed like as an official way to play these games on PC. I think this is super exciting, and obviously it's only 4 titles right now. But actually, as an Xbox fan, these are actually 4 classic titles, and I've never played any of them. I played Fusion Frenzy 2 on 360, but I don't think I've ever actually played the original one. I mean, I'm excited to do. I don't know what the mini game's called, but like those like gladiator ball looking rolling cage one.
It's a classic.
I think that's
man.
It's obviously on the cover.
Yeah.
I downloaded Conquer Live and Reloaded. I'm actually really excited to play Conquer, and I've never played Blinks, and I think that all these have a cult following. Crimson Skies is a big one, but yeah, I think I'll actually in between our August, September, and October games, which like the lineup for the rest of this year is just absolutely ridiculous. But I do want to set aside some time to play through some of these original classic games.
The backlog continues to grow, man.
It doesn't stop. I don't think it's ever been. I think I can say this with every passing day. It's never been worse than it is because every day something new comes out. But it's never been this bad.
I feel like I finished one game and then like 3 more games get piled on, plus like a big update for a game that I usually play, like PoE or something, and then it's just like I know Escape from Tarkov is getting a new season towards the end of this month, and I might have to jump back. I don't know. A part of me is like, no, don't do it, but a part of me is like, maybe. But
I mean, dude, these live service games are killing me. Like after this, I'm like, I should go finish Replaced, but I'm also like, a new map just dropped on Marvel Rivals.
A new map on Rivals,
that looks really good.
Or you want to play the new card in Marvel Snap, or or grinding missions, man. I mean, it's a good time to be gamers. I know that we've been harping on some bad news lately, but I think overall, like today's video, it's kind of good news, and I think when we talk about the upcoming releases, we'll be even more happy. But on that note, I do have some bad news. Unfortunately, Sony, or some news got leaked earlier this week, or I think it was yesterday. Sony has imposed the strictest ever social media guidelines on their staff during this whole PS5 disc debacle, because they knew people were not going to be happy. Now, Marco, man, I personally, as a consumer, right, as a gamer, as a human, hearing things like that just doesn't sit well with me, right? Especially coming from Sony, who is one of the top dogs in the gaming industry. They put out a lot of really phenomenal video games. It sucks, man. It sucks from the whole disc debacle to their whole pulling pulling the console exclusive move. As a PC gamer, like, to me that sucks, and then hearing all this, it sucks even more. What are your thoughts?
I mean, look, it makes sense. Like I've said in a previous video, like Sony, is usually pretty good about bad news. Like they somehow avoid it all the time, even though they have just as many anti-consumer practices as XYZ, any other game company, right? So this news is coming out of Alana Pierce's video. If you don't know, she very good gaming journalist turned, kind of gaming blogger, but she also had been working at Santa Monica Studio as a writer for the new God of War La Fey that was just announced, earlier in June. And so, she's in one of her vlogs just kind of, she saw his contacts at Santa Monica and beyond. So, yeah, I mean, look, from a business perspective, you and I both work in corporate America. Like, of course they're gonna do strict social media policy. Like they knew how bad this news was going to land, and Sony has been, every single PlayStation account like has been very very silent on the topic, to the point where like they can't even post a trailer for Wolverine or announce a new fight stick, which was like their first post after the announcement. It was like, here's our new cool fight stick, and everyone just blasted them. So they haven't actually said anything outside of that original post. But corporate America and media companies, like, they are dragging them through the mud, as I think they should. We've stated our opinions on the subject before. Like, granted, I still see pundits and people saying like it's a dying media, etc. Like sales. Matt Piscatella from what's it called? Of course, I forget the analytics group, but Matt Piscatella basically put out numbers as like, if you actually look at sales for 2026, I think only 5 games physically sold over like 100,000 units, and 100,000 units like nothing. But again, like, yes, sure, economics, but like, it's also like, how expensive is it really to print these things on some discs, like, to make it not available whatsoever? Like we shouldn't just give the excuse of like, oh, it's the economics. Like
Yeah.
these companies should not get a pass, and I do think game preservation is extremely important, and we do not preserve games like we preserve music, movies. Like, this is important stuff, and there's a couple nonprofits that do a lot of work. There's lawsuits happening. Like, again, I feel very passionate personally about game preservation as a medium. I would love to, if I was a rich man and I won the lottery, I would open a video game museum tomorrow if I could, starting with my own personal collection. But I would buy a bunch. But yeah, no, I mean, look, it's Sony's being Sony, and as a business, like, yeah, of course they're going to be super strict, so it's not unheard of.
Yeah. Um, the museum's a lie, guys. If he told me if he won the lottery today, he would pack up and leave and not tell me where he went. So I'm just gonna say that we did have that conversation.
There would be signs. There would be signs.
Yeah, no. For sure, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, with that said, before we jump into our exciting August games releases that Marco and I are interested in playing, some housekeeping items. If you guys enjoy this type of content, make sure to follow us on Spotify, or subscribe on YouTube, wherever you guys are listening or watching us, and consider leaving us reviews and comments. And also, we are doing a milestone giveaway for 100 subscribers. So all you have to do to enter is leave a comment on YouTube, leave a comment on Spotify, and you will get 2 entries. So make sure to do that, and we'll see you guys soon. But let's jump into the August games. And actually, we're kind of cheating a little bit. We're today is July 23rd, and and we have some exciting end of July games as well that we want to talk about. So we're going to be cheating a little bit. First game on the list is Halo Campaign Evolved. Essentially, it's like a would you say it's a remake or remaster? I think it's like a remaster remake.
No, it's arguably a remake. It's the first time it's an Unreal 5 engine, so like basically pretty much remade it.
So it comes out tomorrow. I'm personally very excited for it, Marco. I think you are very excited for it. Man, it looks good.
Look, I love Halo more than anything. Top 5 games of all time for me as a franchise, Halo 3 specifically. But like new missions and excited just to kind of take a little glimpse of what the future of Halo will look like, because I do think we'll get another Halo in the next 10 years in Unreal Engine. There were actually some rumors and announcements that we didn't talk about in the news, but I'll just quickly say is like some small Halo side projects were canceled. So I think, or rumored to be canceled, like a Halo 2 remake canceled, but maybe it depends on how this one sells. But I think they're just trying to make way. Again, studio leadership wants to push their big IPs. I think, probably canceling smaller Halo projects like a Halo 2 remake, because we had one already, arguably already had one with Master Chief Collection and Anniversary for this game, but I think they're going to make way for a new Halo, so I'm excited to take a peek tomorrow.
Yep, same thing. Next game on our list that Marco and I are excited for, and again, these are games that Marco and I are interested in playing. Right, there are a lot of other games that are coming out, but these are games that Marco and I have discussed and we would like to play and potentially do deep dives on in the near future. So one was Halo. Our second game is Mistfall Hunters, which personally I'm very excited about because it is kind of like a how would you describe it? Like a fantasy dark fantasy extraction type game with RPG elements. I managed to convince Marco to play with me, and I think it's actually a good thing because it's also out on Game Pass.
Which I usually am pretty good at keeping up with what's coming to Game Pass, and I did not know this one was coming to Game Pass. I was very well prepared to buy it, and then he's like, "Oh, did you know it's coming to PC Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass?" I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. So
any pressure you could relieve off my wallet these next couple months, please.
I know.
I'll take it.
I know. So I'm excited. Are you excited for Mistfall?
I purposely have not been watching too many videos on it. Actually, really anything at all. I know vaguely. I was gonna probably describe it. To me, it kind of looked like a Warframe. I don't know if it plays exactly like a Warframe type thing, but I actually just kind of want to be surprised by this game. Excited to play it next week, and we might be streaming it on our Twitches. So
that's right. We actually should probably add our Twitch.
It'll be in the link tree.
Yeah, in the link tree. So for sure.
So if you want to watch us live. Actually, before we go to August, I forgot there's one that was supposed to come out today for me.
Hit me. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Here we go.
I mentioned this in a previous video. I was so excited for the Avatar Legends fighting game that was supposed to come out today, Thursday, July 23rd, and I pre-ordered it yesterday because it's a digital game, whatever. Like, I don't need to pre-order, but they did have some bonuses, so I want to make sure I got those bonuses. Pre-ordered it, I think it was like 5 p.m. my time, and literally like 2 hours later, they announced the Xbox version. Only the Xbox version is getting delayed till September 4th. And I'm so excited to play it.
Why don't you just get it on Steam? Is it out on Steam? You just get it on Steam.
I can buy it twice.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Refund the Xbox pre-order. It's a pre-order.
My wife wants to play with me, and it's a fighting game, and we are playing couch fighting games.
You have a 50-inch monitor in your office. You guys can both enjoy on that monitor, man.
Let me complain. Why is Avatar delayed on Xbox?
Man just needs to yap. He just needs to yap. He's been yapping all day.
It's an inner desire of mine at all times to constantly yap. But Let me know if you're upset about this Avatar fighting game delay on just Xbox, because I am. But so that is now a September anticipated game, and I will
Yeah.
mention it then.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Um, Jumping into August, and personally very excited for this game. It is Game Freak's brand new title, Beast of Reincarnation. We all know Game Freak for making the Pokemon games. This is one of their games that are one of very few games that are outside of the Pokemon realm, and it looks really good. I mean, I've just similar to you in the same vein where you haven't looked at too many things, too many trailers on Mistfall. I haven't been watching all too many trailers on Beast of Reincarnation, but what I have seen, I am absolutely stoked about. I'm on the Steam page right now, and whew, it looks good, man.
And talk about another game that's coming to Game Pass, and it doesn't hurt my wallet. So A, that's excitement alone. But B, again, I'm actually like you. I didn't watch. I've purposely not been watching too much about it. One of the reasons I'm excited, and correct, the comments can correct me if I'm wrong on this. I think this is Game Freak's only game outside of Pokemon. Like this is their first
No,
no.
I think they have done other games. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that there's
So
other.
I could stand be corrected, but one reason I'm excited for this game, if anyone's a Studio Ghibli fan, this is Princess Mononoke the game, and Princess Mononoke is my personal favorite Studio Ghibli movie because A, it's the darkest movie. Um, but yeah, no, when I first saw the original trailer, I'm like, this is Princess Mononoke.
Yeah.
Like, please give me this game. So I really hope this game. I think it will be good. The world building looks great from the little I've seen. So that's coming out next week, man.
Yeah, no, it's between. I have to pick between that game or Halo. There's just so many games coming up. Little Town Hero. That's the one game that one of the other games that Game Freak has
Okay.
made amongst like other like smaller games. But definitely, I would say this is the. I would say in terms of like,
Right. Yeah.
size and depth. Like I think this is like their first kind of big AAA title that they're doing.
They're like, wow, open world with pretty graphics. Imagine if they just.
I know they're not doing pixels anymore, so that's good.
Right. Right.
Cool. Jumping to the next game, I'm personally super stoked for this game. In a similar vein to how you're excited for the Avatar fighting game, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls comes out August 6th. I do enjoy fighting games, and I enjoy the competitiveness of it, and I do like playing online. I think you and I kind of talked in the pre-show that typically you would wait for it to be on sale because you don't really care about the competitive, like the multiplayer. I do, so I probably will end up getting this if it's a good review because from everything that I've seen, it looks good. Man, it has so much style. Like it just oozes style. And for a fighting game, man, it looks like it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're eating good if you're a fighting game fan because even all the reviews I've seen for Avatar said it's a very competent 2D fighter. Like you could pull off crazy insane combos in Avatar. I think the same with Marvel. Like it oozes style, like you said. I think we have two very competent fighting games right around the corner from each other. So yeah, we'll see. And like I will say, like I don't play competitive, but I do like watching Evo a little bit every year.
Oh
And
yeah,
like fighting games are so fun to watch competitively. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm also excited. Like hopefully these are two good entrants to Evo because I'm kind of sick of seeing Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat all the
Mortal
time.
Kombat and Tekken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Next up, I know you're super excited for this game. Resonance of Plague Tale Legacy. That game comes out August 27th. I personally haven't played the other Plague Tale, so why don't you take it away?
Yeah. So I've somewhat recently played both Plague Tales almost like back to back about 2 years ago. Really great story of these games. If you like the stealth genre, I highly recommend both A Plague Tale. I preferred the second one a lot more. Requiem. They polish it's Requiem's like one of those sequels that they improve so much over the original game. Like it's not just like more; it's they improve so many mechanics. Very good story. Resonance, this new game is a prequel, and it kind of follows a character who was introduced actually in like the back half of the second game. So it's kind of an interesting direction, and it does look more action oriented. So
I was gonna say
yeah,
I haven't played Plague Tale, but I've seen videos, I've seen streams of it, and it looks very stealth oriented. But to me, Resonance looks more like they went and hired a bunch of Ubisoft developers and like Assassin's Creedified it in a way.
Yeah, I mean, like Plague Tale was something special. Like I'm not the biggest stealth game guy. Like I'll play them here and there, and I did enjoy both games. But I'm more excited for this type of style game. I hope the story is just as good as the other two. So I'm super excited about it because it's more in a genre that I know and love. But I did enjoy the first two, so it might be a little controversial, depending on how you see the new direction of the game. But to me, it looks really good. So, and it's also on Game Pass.
I was gonna say, like, y'all should never play stealth games with Marco because he will absolutely crash out and just start running through the levels. I'm just saying.
I'm a Leroy Jenkins,
Awesome. Last game on the list. Personally very excited for this game. Star Wars Zero Company also comes out on August 27th. Man, I am a big fan of these types of games, right? Like kind of like XCOM like, type games. And it's in the Star Wars universe, and just like the amount of characters that you can have and the randomization of it, and it's almost like my playthrough will not be the same as your playthrough kind of situation. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think it's going to be talked about quite a bit.
Yeah, I think this would be a big like sleeper hit because I don't feel like they're advertising that much. Like,
no.
Like I think you and I almost forgot it was coming out in August. So yeah, but I think this like if it hits, like we'll see what the game of the year conversation ends up looking like as we get closer. But I think it could be at least on the fringes.
That's a hot take.
It could be, dude. Like the story looks so good. I mean, it would never win because I don't think these style of games would ever win.
Yeah.
Because there's a bias there, but who knows? I'm really hoping this game hits, and I think it will. It might be the sleeper hit of 2026.
Yeah, and I hope that it gets better reception than Midnight Suns. I know Midnight Suns had a bad rep because of their card system, but overall, I really enjoyed the Midnight Suns game. I hope this is in a similar situation where like it gets its laurels because it does look like a good game. I'm a sucker for these type of like strategy type games, roguelike, etc. Like it's going to be sick. So I'm thinking, Marco, we might have to do like a double or a triple deep dive video, like all in one for everybody.
We got action packed August coming.
It is. And in September, and then October, and then the rest of the year. So it's...
And we got Gamescom right around the corner too, so a lot of news hopefully coming out soon. We have Comic-Con this weekend. Sometimes there's some big game announcements. There's a lot of great movie and TV show news already coming out of Comic-Con. So next week, hopefully we get some exciting news with all these big events coming.
Yeah, no, for sure. So yeah, that's our list for the August games that we're excited to play. You all let us know in the comments which of these games that we talked about you're most excited for, and if we're missing a game on our list that you're personally excited for, let us know, because maybe it went below the radar and Marco and I were not aware of it, and maybe we want to check it out. So yeah, let us know. Other than that, you guys, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. We'll see you guys later.
Gaming.